Now, one of the most common questions I get from personal trainers, or you can be asking yourself right now, is how do I get my fitness business online? Now, this is going to work if you are a face-to-face one-on-one personal trainer, and you might want to all the way move to just online coaching, or you might want to keep your face-to-face personal training and keep your online coaching as side and have both revenue streams from there. So this is going to work for both, and I'm going to walk you through the 9 steps so you can easily understand what it is that you need to be doing so you can take action from it today, so you know what it is that you need to do. Because sometimes a lot of coaches come to me and it's a little bit of Swiss cheese. There's some holes in what's going on. So we just need to plug the holes, and I'm going to walk you through so you know what holes need to be plugged, so you know exactly what it is that you need to go on from today. And to make this as easy as possible, I'm going to start walking you through it right now. So let's go through the 3 biggest factors that your fitness business, whether it's face-to-face, whether it's online, the 3 factors that you have to go through. So let's go through the 3 biggest pillars right now. The things you have to do in your business is you have to attract. You have to bring people to you. You have to be able to get people to know who you are. The second thing you have to do is you have to convert. You have to actually get people that know you, and you actually have to get them on as your clients. Otherwise, you've just got a big bunch of followers, and there's a hell of a lot of social media influencers in the fitness world that have a lot of followers but don't have a lot of customers. But then once you get customers, you've got clients, you need to deliver. So the 3 biggest things that you must do in your business is you've got to attract people, you've got to get people coming to you, you've got to convert, you've got to get them signed on as clients, and then you have to deliver. You've got to give them the coaching, you've got to give them the experience, you've got to get them the results, and you've got to make this obviously the smartest possible. So we're going to make each of these work in you in the end of the day. Now the biggest thing and what lies right in the middle of all of this is the new PT model. Because what is the biggest problem that comes in the old way of doing personal training? You start as a personal trainer, you get your certificate, you walk into the gym, and you start taking on some one-on-one clients. And then what? What happens then? You hit what is the time for money trap. You are in the problem that you can only see so many clients in a certain day because there's only a certain amount of hours, which means there's only a certain amount that you can earn, and there's no freedom to that as well because you have to be in the gym to therefore see your clients. So let's do this completely fresh. Let's get some fresh eyes on this perspective, and let's do this new PT model as we go through it. Now, let's do something before we start fleshing out your attract, convert, deliver. Let's look at the 3 things that we actually want to be able to bring into your business and have working for you as well. And this is really importantly what lies in these sections here. Because what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to profit. Then, the next thing that we want to be able to do is have the business that gives you freedom. Then we want to also make sure that we have an impact. Now this is really important because this is what we really, the coaches when we come together, we want to be able to focus on. The results that we're wanting to be able to do is we want to be able to create a business that gives you the freedom, doing the work that you love, working with the clients that you love working with. You want to have an impact. You want to be able to get your experience, expertise, and be able to help more people because we got into the health and fitness world because we wanted to be able to help transform bodies and transform lives. So let's be able to do more of that because when you are a one-on-one, just a face personal trainer, you can really only help, say 5, 6, maybe 7 people if you're really pushing it per day. What if you're able to do 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000 people that you could possibly help in one day and have leverage and scale? But then also, you want to be able to profit. You want to be able to earn the money that you want to be able to earn. You want to be able to charge what you want to be able to charge and what you're worth as well. So this is why when we start putting together the right systems, so you are being able to attract people that are coming to you. They're seeing you as the authority. They're seeing you as the go-to coach. Then secondly, you're able to convert people. You're able to sign them on easily. This isn't going to be sleazy or salesy. This is just going to be a really simple process that you can follow that makes sure that you are signing on the right type of clients. And then you're going to be able to deliver. You're going to be able to get results with your clients, whether it's going to be face-to-face or online or both, and it's going to be able to suit the way that you want to work with your clients as well. Now let's start breaking it down. I'm going to have 3 different sections for each of you: attract, convert, and deliver. And you're going to understand what it is that you need to put in place now. Because when you have 9 of these steps actually in place, your business is going to be able to do what it's going to do. Your business is going to get clients, it's going to deliver great results, and it's going to give you what it is that you need, because you're building a business not only just to impact others, but for you to have the life and lifestyle that you want as well. So let's first look at attracting what we're going to need to be able to do. So what we break this down to is first separating yourself from your competition, because one of the most common things trainers say to me is, Chris, isn't the health and fitness world, isn't it saturated? And the truth is, yes, it is saturated, but it is not competitive, because when you separate yourself from your competition, you're not under the same umbrella as everybody else. You're able to get people to see you as the authority, you as the go-to coach, and therefore you're able to charge what you're worth, but you're also going to make this whole process so much easier. So the first thing we want to look at is the competition killer. We want to be able to just kill off the whole idea of competition. We want to be able to get you separated from everybody else. And this is really importantly the uniqueness that you bring to the table. Because if I was to ask you, what is it that you do? Who do you help? And what makes you unique? Which is really the 3 fundamental questions that you have to answer to come up with your, what's kind of like known in marketing mumbo jumbo, your USP, your unique selling proposition. What is your unique selling proposition? What separates you from everybody else? And this is the common thread that weaves itself around every social media post, every video, everything that you do to separate and to have people see you as the actual coach, to see you as being able to solve the problems that they're coming to you for. So we want to be able to set up and have the competition killer. Secondly, we have what's called the content king. Now, the content king really is the system. It's just a process in place for you to be able to produce the content that has your experience and your expertise inside of it, but then what it's going to be able to do is it leverages itself. Now, the last thing you're going to want to be able to do is to shoot a video and it takes a big bunch of time and you're only going to get, say, 1 video out a week and you're not getting very many eyeballs to it. Now, what's one of the biggest problems so many coaches face is they're probably on their phones. They're probably doing a social media post. Maybe they're on Instagram. Maybe you're trying YouTube. Maybe even trying Facebook. And then you're doing all these different things, but you're not getting the traction. You're not getting enough people to see it, especially, and this is really, really important, you're not getting enough of the people that need to be able to see it, enough of your target market. So is the content that you're producing actually going to the right people, and are you maximizing the amount of eyeballs that are actually seeing this as well? Because then we can step them into the next step. Then we can start looking into the conversion part once the content's really good. But before we jump into that, this is really important, because what we want to be able to do is what we call social media 2.0. We want to look at it completely differently. This is the 2.0 version in how we want to be able to look at how you are treating social media. Because social media, everybody, you're probably watching this on your phone, and there's a good chance that you probably found something to do with me and what I do on your phone, and your clients and customers are going to be finding you on their phones as well. And social media is that 800-pound gorilla in the room, and we want to tame that big boy, and you certainly can. But let's think about it a different way. I pose the question, how can you simply put, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes per day into social media to be able to create multiple posts at multiple times, to be able to attract people in different ways on multiple platforms? That's the way that we want to be able to look at this. Because when you're able to separate yourself from your competition, you're able to create content that goes to your exact target market and gets them seeing you as the authority. And then you're able to tame social media, you're able to get that beast and make it work for you. You then have a system in place where you're being able to really make it really easy. Leads are coming in. And that's what so many trainers want to say. They say, Chris, I want more leads. All right, you want more leads? Nail these 3 things and leads are going to be coming through the absolute boatload. Now, if you don't have this set up properly, you're probably going under everybody else. You're probably just another personal trainer. You're just vanilla and nobody's seeing you as different from the 1,000 and million and one other personal trainers and fitness people in the world. If you're doing it wrong with the content, you're probably putting heaps of time into your content. You're probably putting just blood, sweat and tears, and I'm sure it's really good stuff, but nobody's seeing it. No one's seeing you as the authority. And then with social media, you're probably flicking through your phone, spending heaps of time on it, and it's just not working. You're not getting the followers, but importantly, you're not getting them to the next step as well. And this is really important with the content in social media, because you need to be able to get them to convert. This is not just about what I call vanity metrics, likes, follows, stuff like that, because that doesn't necessarily transfer straight over into clients and money. We want to be able to do it the smart way. So when you do have the ability to separate yourself, produce content that sets you up as the authority, tame social media to really maximize the amount of people that see you, you have boatloads of leads coming through. But let's go into the really important fact of conversion. Now, this really breaks into first, tribe. You need to be able to build a tribe. The second is you want to be able to have your conversion event. And then we want automation, and this is really important. So let's start to break this down right now. Firstly, you need to be able to build your tribe. You need to be able to get the followers. You need to get the people that see you as that person that they need to be able to see. But it's more than just that. It's more than just followers on Instagram or on Facebook. These are the people that absolutely love your stuff. And this is where we can use some really simple tactics, like say, Facebook groups. Facebook groups are a fantastic way right now for you to be able to build your tribe. Because think of it as like a petri dish where you can constantly engage with them, give them the help that they need, and you're going to be able to grow your perfect clients from that. So that's why right now with so many coaches, we're able to put together really simple systems that is going to be able to build your tribe, because you want to be able to this raving followers that are going to want to soak in everything that you've got. But then secondly, you want your conversion event. You've got people following you. They see you as the authority. But what actually happens? What's that point where they become your client? Do you have a trusted process in place for that to actually happen? Because if you don't, well, then you're not getting clients, and that really sucks. So what we look at is making sure that you have a conversion event. And this could be anything. This could be a face-to-face consultation. It could be a phone call. It could be a sales page. It could be a sales video. There is 101 different tactics, and that's why I don't want to go into tactics today. I want to go into the strategy. Understand the strategy, and you're going to be able to go into it. You're going to be able to actually take action on what it is, and you understand. I'd much rather actually like teach you to fish than give you a fish, because the strategy is what's important. That's where you're going to have to come from. But once you've got the conversion event, and once you've got something in place that gets clients on board, you're getting leads. Now we're signing clients on board. Now how do we get you stepping out of the manual process? So you're not sitting behind a computer 24/7. You're not doing free consultations all day, every day. You're able to have a business that you can step out of, so you've got more freedom. And that's where we want automation. How can automation happen? How can you set automation up with your emails? With your conversion event, can your conversion event actually happen a little bit more automated? And that's why once we have the process in place, because let's just say if we don't have this in place, we don't have these three factors, you're not building a tribe. You're getting followers, you're getting some leads in, but you're not getting people rapidly following you, really soaking it up and wanting absolutely everything that you've got. If you don't have a conversion event, you've got leads coming through, but you're not getting them on as clients. That's no good. And then with automation, you're probably doing things the real slow way, the real nitty-gritty way, and it's not working because it's going to be sucking a lot of your time, and that means you're not going to be able to do what really gets you the money, which is actually coaching people, the thing that you want to do, and having the freedom that you want in your lifestyle as well. Because remember, it comes back to the new PT model means we want to focus on you profiting, you having more freedom, and you having more impact as well. But let's go into this section right now, delivery. How do you coach people in a smarter way, especially in an online sense? How do you coach people in a way? Because I get questions all the time. Now, this isn't going to be going into what app you need to be using. Again, let's focus on the strategy. And this is where we go into launch. Because if you don't have the new program up and running, we need to get it up and running. Or if you do have one, does it need to get better? Then let's launch the new and upgraded program. Then what we need to be able to follow through with is high end. I want multiple revenue streams. I don't want you to think, oh, I want to do a 12-week program that's only $50. No, I want you to think bigger. I want you to think, and this is really important, how do you get your clients the best results possible? What is it that you need to do to give your clients the best experience and the best results? And if that means you need to charge more to give them that, then I think that is fantastic, because that's what you're going to want to be able to do. I think there's too many people out there doing really low ticket offers, just things that just like, look, you swipe through Instagram and there's 101 different trainers out there offering a program that is just super cheap. But the problem is that really getting the clients results? I don't think so. So let's look at high end. Can we add another revenue stream other than just the coaching that you first launch as well? So we can have multiple revenue streams. And this could be like a membership site. I've gone through this in previous episodes where we say, let's say you've got an online coaching program. Now, if you've got 30 clients at $300 a month, that's a $100,000 revenue stream right there. But if you did, let's say maybe a retreat, maybe you run 4 retreats here, maybe you do a membership model, something that is going to add a second revenue stream, which means you've got more security in your business and you're able to take the stress away because you're not doing that constant manual coaching the whole time as well. But then what we want to be able to do is look at recurring. This is really important, and that's why I wanted to mention the actual membership model as well. Because when you have income, when you're coaching people and it's recurring, that is when you're able to take the stress away. Because what's one of the biggest problems being a personal trainer, the old personal training model, not the new, the old personal training model, is you get face-to-face clients, but then they go on holidays, they go away, and your income on a week-to-week basis is up and down, and it can be stressful, and that's what I went through for so many years. And if you've been a coach for any length of time, you've probably gone through it as well, and we don't want that. That's not fun. So when it comes to delivery, if you don't have this set up properly, you're not launching it out. You don't actually have the process and system in place. And especially with online coaching, you don't want to be stuck behind your computer 24/7 banging out programs and diets, because that's not going to be any fun as well. That's probably even worse than being stuck in the gym. I'd rather be in the gym and moving rather than sitting behind the computer all day. Secondly, let's look at high end. How can you give the best possible, the Rolls-Royce situation for how you get your clients the results? So this could be like, let's just say a model right now. You've got your online coaching program. You do a membership program. Let's say you've got a platform, which means you're able to help one-to-many. You can have tens, hundreds, thousands of customers on board, and it's not sucking away your time because it's set up with leverage. But then, let's say you've got a high end. You've got retreats running as well. Imagine a business where you've got an online coaching program, you've got a membership program running, and you run retreats a few times a year. That could be pretty cool. Now, obviously, if that doesn't vibe with you, that's not exactly what you want, that's okay, but you can fit it into what's happening. Because if you don't have this set up properly, then you're not getting clients coached properly. You're probably sucking away too much time. And the other big thing is you don't actually have a nice constant stream of income coming in your way. And it's probably the ebbs and flows, and that's what creates so much stress. And if you want security in your business and you want longevity in your business as well, because you've got to ask yourself, is what you're doing right now, seriously, is what you're doing right now what you want to be doing for the long term? Can you keep this up for the next 2, 5, 10 plus years? Because if not, start making a change now. It's your responsibility to make a change, and that's why I wanted to go through this, because now you're really understanding what it is that you need to be able to do. Because when you're coaching people the right way, you are able to get clients on board, you are able to get them fantastic results, and it's not sucking up your time, and you have a nice steady stream of income coming as well, and you've got security and longevity. Now that sounds pretty good, especially coming from the old PT model as well. So let's recap this really importantly for what you need to be able to do. The 3 biggest things that you need to focus on in your business is, how are you attracting? Are you bringing in new people into your business? Are you setting yourself up as the authority? Are you converting? Are you actually having a trusted process in place for you to be able to sign clients on board and delivering? How are you coaching your clients, and is it set up in the best way possible? Because once you have this set up, and it comes back to the 3 things we wanted in your fitness business, is Are you creating profit? Are you earning the money you want? Are you charging what you are worth? Do you have freedom? Do you actually have the freedom to take time off, to be able to travel around the world, live around the world, do whatever it is that you want to be able to do? Live the lifestyle that you want. Because if you don't, then you have to relook at your business and your business model. And that's why I wanted to do this for you today. And then impact. Are you creating the impact that you want in the world? Are you helping as many people as you want? Are you going deep into it as far as you want, being able to really transform your bodies and lives? Because remember, as I said before, that's why we got into the health and fitness world. So let's actually make sure that we do it as well. Now, this really, and why I want to iterate it again, it's the new PC model. You have to look at this a separate way. You have to look at this with fresh eyes and go, okay, what's missing right now? Ask yourself, what is missing right now in all of this? Do you actually have the ability to attract? Do you actually have the ability for you to separate yourself from your competition? Are you using social media and content the smart ways? Or are you spending a lot of time not getting this done? Are you having a trusted process of converting clients on board? Because if you don't, then focus on that, because you need that on board. But really making sure you are building your tribe, you've got that conversion event in place, and you've got your automation set up as well. Then with the delivery, are you making sure that you're launching the upgraded, your first program that you want to get up and running? Is this the way that it's working? Then you want to look at your high end. Are you doing a high end offer where you can really over deliver? You can give everything that you want to your clients. And then do you have a recurring stream of income? So you're making sure that you have multiple streams of income into your business, but then you are also having the steadiness, the security and longevity set up in your business as well.
It's really been unbelievable. The whole experience has been amazing. We love you guys. We are so appreciative and so blessed that we found you. And we're just excited. We're so excited for the things to come.
Honestly, joining the Coaches Cartel has been the best decision I ever made in my career, hands down. They gave me the right mentorship and information that I was thirsting for.
What was super cool was just getting to know Chris the guy, Chris the dad, Chris the business owner, chats over coffees, and that's when I think you really realise that hey, this is the real deal and this is the place to be. This is going to have an impact on your life, your relationships, you're going to earn a stack load more money, and you're going to have a bigger impact on the world.
Chris is amazing at what he does. I mean, he will give you that system, that process, even to the point where he will give you the messaging or a template that puts out, has such a quick response for people, gets people back into your business, having a conversation. And I just found the biggest thing was the guidance around some of these little steps.
Now I get to work from home, support my wife, and actually do the work that I love because I'm helping other people and impacting their lives whilst having the freedom to be able to live life on my terms.
If you've been struggling for a long time to get the results you've been looking for, then it's time to put your ego down and hire a coach and let him take you through the proven process. And Chris is the man to do that.
I was a bit skeptical about it at the start. I'm so happy I did. I have ×5 my weekly income because I am able to now work only 8 hours, but more efficiently and more effectively. You have to think about your future here. If you're feeling a little bit skeptical about it, just think to yourself, why not have financial freedom now? I wish I did it sooner, trust me. Do it and you will not regret it.